Hi Shelley, you're really welcome today. Welcome to my coaching room. And thank you very much for forwarding back the contract to me. I appreciate that. Were you happy with everything?
Yes, everything's perfect. There were no worries at all. It's good.
And tell me, Shelley, have you been for coaching before?
I've had a little bit of coaching before, but I haven't really engaged in it extensively before.
Okay. I find it useful just to give a definition of coaching, just to set the scene for us, make sure you're comfortable. So I'm going to use a definition from an organisation called the International Coach Federation.
Yeah.
They're a very large coaching organisation that really, I suppose, oversees standards and ethics in the coaching profession. So I'm aligned to this organisation and I've signed up for standards and ethics.
Brilliant.
So their definition is partner with clients in a thought-provoking and creative process that inspires them to maximise their potential and professional potential. So it's important for me to say this to you because obviously in certain interventions, for example counselling, we must go back to the past and we sit there to unearth maybe something that's causing us hurt or pain.
Sure.
In the coaching profession, we learn from the past, we sit in the present and we feed forward to our future in order to assist you to achieve all your great goals and your objectives in life.
Brilliant.
Does that sit comfortably
Yes,
for you,
that
Shelley?
sounds perfect.
Brilliant. The next thing I wanted to say to you was everything we discuss is confidential. Nothing we discuss in this room will go any further. I want you to feel safe and comfortable with me, and I'd love to feel you trust me.
Sure.
And I hope you feel, I hope you'll see me as a trusted friend, actually. I hope you'll see. The other thing I want to ask your permission is I do take some notes, not very many. They go no further. I hope it's okay. That's okay with
Yes,
your
that's
permission.
no problem. Absolutely.
And one more thing, I hope you don't mind I saying this to you. I may ask provoking questions at times.
Sure.
I may go to areas that maybe you view as quite sensitive,
Yeah.
and I'd like your permission to do that, and I'd like to reassure you I will never overstep the mark, but perhaps I'll be brave and ask you some questions that maybe you would feel, oh my goodness, that's a little bit challenging.
Sure.
Can I ask your permission?
Yes,
that?
of course.
Okay.
Of course. Yeah.
Thank you. So, tell me a little bit about you and your reason for being here today.
Well, I'm a single mum, and I have quite a few family members that I take care of, and I work, and I feel like my life is unbalanced at the moment.
Okay, unbalanced.
Yes. Yeah.
Unbalanced.
Yeah.
What does that mean for you, unbalanced?
I feel like I'm not giving enough quality time to certain areas of my life at times when maybe I could give more time and be more productive either with my family or at work or even traveling on the road, and I'd like to be able to explore how I can really use the time that I am in all those different places most efficiently, I suppose.
Okay.
And that will actually make me feel happier and more satisfied.
So happy and more satisfied.
Yeah.
And it's interesting you wrote that word efficient. What does the word efficient mean to you?
I think it means doing the best that I can.
Doing the best you can. Okay,
Yes.
that's interesting. So what I'm hearing you saying is obviously you're a very busy mom,
Yeah.
lots happening for you.
Yeah.
Can you hear a bit more about that when you say you're like, who's involved in this?
Well, I have a little 10-year-old boy,
Okay.
and I have a 15-year-old girl, 16-year-olds actually, and my mom, and the three of them live with me. My mom is quite elderly and quite frail, and requires, they all have needs, obviously, and as the primary caretaker, I have to be the one to make sure that all the needs are taken care of. And then on top of that, I have 3 older children, and my 2 older girls have, because of some really past life trauma, have needed to come back home and live with me so that they can recuperate and actually recover. And that's been of late quite an extra, I don't want to say burden, but it's an extra responsibility for me, and obviously takes up more time as well, because I want to do the best I can for them so that they can move forward and have a fulfilling life as well. So I feel like I'm responsible for a whole lot of people that I really love and care for, but for them having a good life.